A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. A discussion on Eliezer as son of God. In both the standard versions of Babylonian Talmud, Bava Metzia 59b, and Jerusalem Talmud, Moez Qatan 3:1, the phrase "my son" is absent. The speaker is Baal Kol, a heavenly voice or a divine voice. The message is as follows. The law follows Rabbi Eliezer. The phrase "my son" is present in manuscript tradition or later scholarship. It is attributed to two distinct speakers. A. Attributed to heavenly divine or divine voice and Yerushalmi Talmud in Yerushalmi Talmud or Jerusalem Talmud. This is a rare textual variation preserved in a minority of Palestinian manuscript witnesses, including certain Geniza fragments and marginal notes in the codices. For "my son Rabbi Eliezer, the law accords you." B. Attributed to the teacher of Rabbi Eliezer. This attribution appears in the medieval glosses, commentaries, and scholastic paraphrases. Now, please note it down. In the received text of Jerusalem Talmud or Yerushalmi Talmud, it is not customary for the teacher to say "my son" in this narrative. The idiom "my son" is found in rabbinic literatures, however. The first is a minor textual variation. The second is in medieval commentaries. Now, after knowing all these things, I want to make some clarifications. This makes historically possible and probable that there was a group of Jews, Yehudim, who believed in Eliezer as son of God. It may be noted that such phrases and expressions are prohibited in Islam, whether they are in the sense of beloved or in the hypostatic sense. Both of these senses are considered as shirk. Now, dear brethren, it is possible that Uzair is Eliezer, and there was a small fragment of people who believed Eliezer as son of God, but not in the hypostatic sense, but in the sense of beloved. Number 2 point is very important, that all the criteria of being called son of God is also fulfilled by another person, Ezra. So, who is Uzair? It is not it is not confirmed. Some people opine, and a majority of persons opine that he is Ezra. But there are people who also opine that he is Eliezer. What I want to say is very important, that whosoever he may be, but a small group of people might have called him Son of God, not in the hypostatic sense but in the sense of beloved. If this is true, the objection that Jews do not believe in Ezra as Son of God or in Eliezer as Son of God ceased. Because, first of all, they do not believe in the hypostatic sense, but they can use this expression. And as I have said in another video, that this minor variation does not disprove the mainstream, but it proves that, or it can prove that there was a small fraction who believed in it. So it is again possible that the Jews of Arabia, or some Jews of Arabia, may have this Talmud with them in its primitive traditional form, not as a book, but in its primitive traditional form. Hope that a number of objections must have ceased by now. Thank you.